Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. A man has to be responsible for a submissive woman. Now, let me be clear about this because so many men want that submissive woman. And of course, some women see it as something evil. It's like, I ain't gonna be submissive to that man. Yeah, but they want that man to protect and provide for them. Yeah, I'll talk to the women about that part. But you get many men who feel like, well, that woman should be submissive and all of that. Okay, are you ready for that responsibility? That's a serious thing. If that woman is putting herself in your hands, she's following you, she's being submissive to you, she's following your lead. This ain't something where you can have that and be trifling. You can't be one of those men who is not going to handle his business. That woman's putting her life in your hands. Let me be very clear about that. She is putting her life in your hands. That's a responsibility. You got to be about something. In fact, I've told women when I've discussed this with them, I say, do not submit to a man who's not shown that he can be a leader. Because, yeah, the women want the guy who can protect and provide. Well, okay, that guy can protect, he can provide, but he also has to lead. He also has to be responsible for her. He has to be responsible. He has to be in that position where, you know, when she does stuff, he can take care of it because she's submitting to him. When she has a problem, he can take care of it. He can't be like having a problem and then look to her, well, what you gonna do? Oh no, it don't work that way. Or you can't be that guy, you want that woman to submit, but you sitting on the couch all the time, you not working. You not doing what you supposed to do as a man. See, that's the thing about it. If you doing what you supposed to do as a man, then she should automatically want to submit. But see, and this is a major issue many women have with submitting. There's too many men out there not doing what they supposed to do. Now, part of that is on the women, and I talked to them about it on my woman's channel. Part of it's on the women because these the men they chose. But then some of the times they see a guy and they think he might be about that, but then they find out he isn't. I mean, he might have that mask on or whatever. Or when there is a danger or there's some emergency, he can't step up. Indeed, and I've said this publicly before, that's why women will give a man a shit test to see if he's the man he says that he is. They need to make sure. Because there's been plenty of women, they've dealt with some guy and they found out the hard way he wasn't jack. And he wasn't necessarily like just some bad guy they were chasing. Yeah, you got some women chasing him, but you got some man, yeah, I'm this good religious dude and all of that. Because honestly, that's the worst type of game some man will run on a woman, telling her he's a good man. And you get some woman to say, well, he's a good man. He said he's going to do this. But then when it comes, he's not ready to do it. Understand, if you want to ask that woman to be submissive, that means you got to be a leader. You got to be ready to take the responsibility for that woman. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. And I'm going to be real. It shouldn't be automatic. It shouldn't be automatic. You should be able to show, not even just through your words, but your actions, that you can be responsible for that person. Like your actions need to speak louder than your words. Anybody can say anything. You need to be that type, like something going down. You ain't sitting there having that conversation. Well, maybe we should do this or that. You going on and do stuff. She might want to talk about it. Shoot, you're already handling the business. You taking that all the time. Indeed, there are some smart women, and I wish there were more, but there's some smart women, they paying attention to every single thing that you're doing. They paying attention to it. Unfortunately, you have a situation out here, which is quite frankly another video, more serious type of video, even more serious type of video, you know, talking about a lot of men ain't standing up. But, you know, here's the thing. If you want that submissive woman, you got to be the man who's standing up. You got to be the man who's going to be responsible. You're going to have to be the man who's going to take care of all of these things. You know, you got to be that man who's fully immersed in the house of the man. So you got to be that warrior. You got to protect her in everything. And that protection ain't just a physical protection from threats, but then just protecting her emotional state. then that woman be able to relax and be in her full femininity, because then she don't have to bring out masculine energy to deal with the stuff. And then the man has to be that thinker who solves problems, who can take the steps to get wherever it needs to take, to get the things that y'all need. And then you got to be that man who's that cold hunter. You go out there and get that money. You get that money. Like if you saying that, telling that woman that she has to be submissive to you, honestly, she shouldn't need to work. Now, I know nowadays you got women working and everything, but I would say this. As a man, you really need to that point. You really need to get to that point that if she decides she don't want to work, like say y'all have a baby, she got to take time off, you be like, baby, I got this. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's different in these times and everything, but at least get to that point where she don't have to work. And then you talking about when you restoring her, you making love to her and everything. Even in that thing, she needs to be fully submissive. But then you got the responsibility in being such a way she can be fully submissive. Because let's get down to the basic core, the primal core, masculine and feminine energy. Feminine energy at its core stays still. It's sitting back chilling out. It's not moving. That's the ultimate thing. That's the ultimate. It's totally still. The masculine energy is active. It goes and does stuff. It's like that atom, that image of the atom. You got the dot in the middle, but then you got the dot that goes outside of it. That's the masculine energy. It's moving around. It goes out. And then it's really, if you're talking about a family, the woman really should be chilling with the children. In fact, that's part of the primal thing too, because when a woman has that child, she can't move around as much. She can't really hunt. And then she needs to be in that position to take care of that child. The man needs to be going out, getting the food, providing the environment for her to raise that child. Now that's the primal thing. Yeah, nowadays we got something different. So but a woman on a primal level, she'll submit to that man who can do those things. And then as a man, if you do those things, you're responsible for her. That's a responsibility. Can you handle that? Ask yourself a serious question. Any man who wants a woman to submit to him, can he handle that submission? Can he take care of any physical or mental threats against her? Can he use his mind, his rational, logical side to think about how to deal with any situations that come up? Can you go out there and hunt and go in this society? That means getting that money, taking care of that. Can he deal with her emotional state? Can he deal with all of this? When she submits, she's looking to that man to run things. But ask yourself as a man, can you do that? And now if you can't, you need to work on some stuff. Real talk. Or if you want to be one of those weak men and want to let the woman run something, well, you don't need to watch this video. Maybe you're just watching it for entertainment. But if you're a real man, what we need out here, you got to at least be able to say, I can handle this. Now, let me just be clear, because I know there's some trifling ass women out there still trying to fight that. Leave them alone. Don't even give them the time of day. No, as a man, you saying, look, you have to submit to me. In fact, you should want to submit to me, because I'm going to handle all this other stuff. I'm going to do what a man's supposed to do. And if the woman ain't down for it, move on. Move on. But just understand the main thing is, if as a man you wanted to submit, you responsible. You're in a position of responsibility. Great submission means great responsibility. So that's the thing. Yeah, shout out Spider-Man. So that's the whole thing. So anyway, I want men to really think about that. You know, it's one thing to say you want to hit it and everything. It's one thing to say that. But you need to be in a position. You need to be in a position to handle the other responsibilities of it. You wanted to submit. You want to cooking that food and doing all this other stuff. Okay, you responsible for. And as a man, that's your mission, to be responsible. Okay? So anyway, I want y'all to think about that. If, like I said, if you there, hey, more power to you. More power to you. You doing the right thing. You hold out for that woman who want to act right. If you not there, okay, you got something to work on. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.